Hey, what is up guys? My name is Oleg, this is Mr. Bond, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to do a full review of Pagani Design's watch. I've been curious about this watch for a while now. I've seen it pop up on AliExpress a few times. In fact, I actually have linked to this watch in a secret link a few months ago. So the AliExpress store that sells these watches has reached out to us and offered to send one of them for the review. Of course we agreed. So here we are. Let's get the review started by talking about the case dimensions first. So the watch has a 43mm diameter, it's 49mm from one lug to another, it has a 22mm lug width, and it's 15mm thick. And here's what the watch looks like on my 7.5-inch wrist. This one is big and it wears big. Sometimes you have watches with 43mm diameter and they wear smaller. This one does not. This one does wear like a 43. On top of that, it's a bit thick at 15mm. So I'd recommend this watch for people with larger size wrists. If you have a smaller size wrist, even some medium size wrists, it probably will be a little bit too big for you. Despite its size, the watch is comfortable. It has this large crown at the 3 o'clock position. I'm happy to report that the crown does not dig into your wrist in any way. In fact, I wore this watch going go-karting the other day. It was a lot of fun and the watch performed well. Didn't really lose much time, so that's a compliment to the movement of the watch, and we're gonna talk about the movement in a minute here or so. But overall, the comfort of the watch is pretty good. It's just too large for my preferences. So this is a $55 watch. If you buy it in the next 10 days or so and you use some of the coupons for 11/11 sale, the watch will be even cheaper than that. So clearly the price is pretty good. I would classify this watch as one of the Chinese specials. We reviewed quite a few of them. Guanshin, Cadison are the two big brands that come to mind in terms of other Chinese specials in this price category. So how does this watch compare to the other ones? Because we were lucky enough to have had the chance to review some of them. Well, it's pretty good. I think every one of these Chinese specials has something unique, like a special value proposition. The Cadison had that Seiko NH36 movement, the Guanshin had the sapphire crystal, some of them had both the sapphire crystal and the Miyota movement, so they had these crazy value propositions. So what does this watch offer for your $55? Well, first of all, it's amazing that you can even get an automatic watch for $55 with the stainless steel case. The finish on the case is alright. It's all polished finish, so this one is very shiny. It also has a stainless steel bracelet. You could choose between the stainless steel bracelet or the leather strap. I think if you choose the stainless steel bracelet, it's only like $2 extra. So the difference between the two, the leather strap version is $52 and the stainless steel bracelet version is $54 US. $2, not a big difference to pay for the stainless steel bracelet. The bracelet is okay. I didn't like it, so right away I put it on this distressed looking leather strap from Spinnaker. Fun fact, this leather strap costs as much as the watch itself, which is pretty crazy to think about. Just shows you how really inexpensive, in relative terms, inexpensive this watch is. So other than the stainless steel case and the stainless steel bracelet, you also get a mineral domed crystal, so you don't get sapphire with this one, unfortunately. Kind of hard to complain about the lack of sapphire crystal on a $55 watch, because I'm wearing a Seiko Flightmaster that costs like $300 and it doesn't have a sapphire crystal. In fact, a lot of expensive watches or more expensive watches than this don't have sapphire crystal. However, I will still say that's a bit of a negative because we've seen other watches in this price category, these Chinese specials, even a diver watch in this price category that I have recently reviewed from a company called Lorio. That one has sapphire crystal and it's a diver watch with 200 meters of water resistance. Yeah, the lack of sapphire is a bit of a negative. Let's talk about the movement, because it is an automatic watch for $50. So that's another attractive thing that the watch offers. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a Seiko movement. That would have been a huge plus. Big 2 thumbs up from me. This one has a Seagull DG2813 movement. There is not a lot of information about this movement online. The best I could find is that the movement either has 21 or 22 joules. depending on when this movement was made. This one here most likely has 22 joules. It's beating at 21,600 vibrations per hour and most likely has a power reserve of about 38 hours. This one here is somewhat accurate. I'm getting within 25 seconds per day. The case back of the watch has this display window displaying the movement. And something interesting on the case back is the water resistance is stated at 100 meters. However, on the AliExpress page, the water resistance is stated at 30 meters. Quite the difference, because 30 meters is merely splash resistant, and 100 meters you can probably not go swimming with, but you should be pretty safe in the everyday wear of the watch. So the watch doesn't have a screw-down crown. It's just simple push and pull style crown, this oversized big crown signed at the 3 o'clock position. It's signed with the Pagani Designs logo. You can still see that I have some of the blue sticker, some of the blue protective film on it. I wasn't able to get all of it out. It's very difficult. It really is stuck there. I tried to clean it off with the toothpick and I didn't really want to scratch the crown, so I left it as is, but the crown is signed. So the selling features of this watch are not the movement. I mean, the movement is pretty good, but it's not a Seiko NH36 or 35 movement. That would have been great. It's not the sapphire crystal. So what is it? I think the design and the looks of the watch are its main selling feature. Just take a look at this dial. It's very well done. I love the look of it, and of course there is no two ways around it. This is a Seiko Presage Cocktail Time Homage. Kind of strange to copy or pay homage to a $300 watch or $350 watch, but nevertheless, here we are. I think as far as Chinese homage watches go, this one is pretty good. I mean, it is oversized, so I wish they kept it to that 40mm size as the original Presage is. This one at 43 is a bit oversized, and that shows on the dial. The dial, it just kind of overpowers the whole watch. Surprisingly, I did get some compliments on this watch because of its looks, which is kind of strange because I wear much more expensive watches and nobody ever notices. But this one here, because it's so large on your wrist, it really dictates attention to itself. So a lot of people have complimented, I shouldn't say a lot of people, but some people have complimented this watch. Taking a closer look at this dial and under macro shots, it kind of does fall apart a little bit. Again, it's a $55 watch, so we can't expect too much. Especially it falls apart with the hour indices. I think if they paid a little bit more attention to it, maybe raise the price by $5 or $10, but make the hour indices a little bit better, add more depth to them, that would go a long way to making this watch feel like a much more expensive timepiece. As it stands right now, it's okay, but with a closer look you can tell that this is an affordable watch. At the 3 o'clock position we have a date window. In my opinion, this watch could do without the date window. Right now, the date window is a little bit undersized. It's not very prominent. It doesn't do much for me personally. There isn't much lume on these dolphin style hands. It's pretty much non-existent, so definitely don't buy this one for the lume. Minimal writing on the dial. By the 12 o'clock position says Pagani Designs and has that Pagani Design logo. And by the 6 o'clock position it says automatic. That's it. There's also a chapter ring going around the dial, the minute tracker or the seconds tracker. One negative with the dial, I mean, among other things, seconds hand is a little bit too short. I wish it was longer so it reach out all the way to the seconds running track. Overall, not a bad watch. I think for $55 it's pretty good. In my opinion, it's not outstanding. Something like a Cadison with the Seiko NH36 movement, in my opinion at least, is a better value for money proposition. However, if you love the looks of this one and have the wrist size to pull this one off, I don't think you'll be too disappointed for $50. I appreciate you watching this video until the end. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel, that helps out quite a bit, and leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you think about this Pagani Design watch. By the way, today on my wrist I'm wearing a Seiko Flightmaster. I did a full review of this watch. That video can be found on the channel. I will also leave a link to that video in the description below. Also, in the description below, there are 2 other links. The first link is a secret link. Have a look if you're curious. The second link is a link to bondnatostraps.com. We are now offering NATO straps, so if you're looking for a good quality NATO strap and want to support the channel at the same time, that's a good way to do it. Thanks for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you had fun. And I'll see you guys next time.